Hey y'all, it's Jamie from Homesteading, and today we're meeting under very sad circumstances, and I won't be going into details because I want to respect people's privacy, but sometimes life hits us so hard that there's nothing that anybody can do to help you, no matter how much you want to try and fix whatever it is they're going through. And I want to just share with y'all what I'm doing in this situation. And you can feed them. You can absolutely feed them and make that one less thing they have to think about while they heal, and to also show them you love them. A lot of us like to feed people to show them how much we love them. And so we are absolutely going to get started on some food. We're going to make a few meals, and I have already got 2 batches of cookies done. It was the pumpkin white chocolate that I did a couple videos ago. I'm not going to show that on here because I'll just tag it for you if you want to see that video. We are going to do just some little smokies wrapped up in croissants, just to have some little poppable bites of something that's quick and easy. My daughter's going to help me as well, so we're going to get those done, and then I will show you the meals that we're going to prepare and how I'm going to do that. So if y'all let me know down in the comments what your favorite thing is to do for somebody in need like that, I'd be grateful, because so many times, you know, nobody wants to talk about bad things, but if we can open up and help each other figure out what you do for people, what you do to help, how do you help lift the burden off of somebody that's going through something horrific, and that way we all know. That way we can all get tips and help each other out, because negative is not very fun. Alright, let's get started. To start, we're going to make chicken verde enchiladas, and I'm actually doubling this so I can also feed my family tonight. Yesterday I went through and poached. I had a 5-pound bag of frozen chicken breasts, and I just put them in a large pot, covered them with water, and just barely simmered them until they were all cooked through, so they would be ready for today. I didn't add any seasonings or anything like that. You can if you like, but we just wanted cooked chicken. So I'm going to start by measuring out my chicken, and the recipe calls for 1 pound. I'm gonna start by just shredding up all this chicken, and I find 2 forks like this works the best, and we're gonna shred all of it. While I'm shredding this chicken, she's gonna help with the crescent rolls. Go ahead and open your can. I'm sure y'all know how to make these, but if not, I feel we should include it just in case. Super easy. You don't even have to know how to cook to get these done.
Don't be afraid of the can, y'all.
Yeah, just hold it away from your face.
Yeah, don't look directly at it.
Okay, rip it apart. Okay, put one to the side. Now lay it over here.
Ew.
It's fine. Now,
What the heck?
I like to kind of do them like this, but you're welcome to try it in different ways. That way some of the dough can go around too.
So can I do it like this?
You do it however you want. Try that out how you like and see if it wraps around the little weenies, and then cut them how you want.
So I need to test these 3?
Sure. Yep, just like that. You just want some dough wrapped around your sausage, and then you put them all on a cookie sheet, and you can follow the directions on the can. And this one says 375, bake for 9 to 12 minutes.
Okay.
So do them at 9 minutes and then check them.
Okay.
Easy peasy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, by the time she did 1 can, I was able to go through and shred all this chicken. And it was 5 pounds, and ultimately we're going to need 4 pounds of chicken. So we're just going to half this and reserve it off to the side. And we'll call that good enough, whatever the amount is. We'll just modify anything extra we need to, but I don't think we necessarily will. Alright, so a couple things. These pans come in a 2-pack at Dollar Tree. They're perfect for things like this. And we're going to end up cooking everything in this. And then the recipe will tell you how to make the green sauce or the verde tomatilla sauce from scratch. I already have salsa verde that I canned, so I'll be using that, which is a great substitute. If you just want to get a can of salsa verde from the store, that's alright too. Alright, to our 2-ish so pounds of chicken, we're going to add 2 or so cups of salsa verde. And I'm just going to start there, and I have another jar off to the side that I'll be adding as and when it's needed. So we'll start there because that seems like a good amount for that amount of chicken. Okay, for this step you're going to want 12 ounces of cheese. And since I'm doubling it, I bought 8 ounces of pepper jack and then 16 ounces of Monterey Jack. And we're going to put about half of each of these in here now and reserve the rest for later. And you can customize the cheeses for your family's taste. If you can't handle the pepper jack, Monterey will work well. You could experiment with them however you like, and then you can get creative with this as well and add other things. We're also going to add half a cup of sour cream. And all these ingredients, are just going to mix them all together and get everything coated well. And this is your time to add all your flavor, and it's going to add good moisture and make delicious enchiladas. So if you want garlic or whatever else, you can add in there as well. And all these ingredients, are just going to mix them all together and get everything coated well. And this is your time to add all your flavor, and it's going to add good moisture and make delicious enchiladas. So if you want garlic or whatever else, you can add in there as well. You want 10 or so 8-inch tortillas, and then we're just going to start filling these up. Like so. Ooh, it almost got you.
No, it didn't.
Alright, we're just going to fill it up what looks right to me. I don't want it to be missing the good stuff, but I don't want to necessarily overfill it either, because we've also got good stuff to put on it.
Okay,
There we go. So I'm going to just continue doing that, and then I'm going to make some off to the side, off camera, for my family as well. Alright, this is what they look like. I just used some low-carb tortillas over here at the end, cut them up and crammed them in so I could use one dish. These are going to be for us, and then these are the 8-inch tortillas, so you can see it makes quite a lot. Made exactly 10 of those, and 2, 4, 6, 7 6-inch tortillas plus 2 low-carb 8-inch or so ones, so that evens out pretty well. I'm going to bring this sour cream as well, and I'm going to bring a can of refried beans and some Spanish rice that I have on hand. And to finish this, we're gonna add some more of this salsa. And then we're gonna top it with the remaining of the cheese. And right now we have the oven at 375, which would be alright. But we have the pigs in a blanket going on in there, and they only take 10 minutes. So by the time we're done with this, they should be just about done. Then I'm gonna crank my oven back up to 400 degrees, and we're gonna bake these for about 15 minutes and get going on our next dinner. And you just eyeball this part. I like having crispier ends on mine. So if you don't, you can also, I've heard people dip their tortillas in oil or hot water, and that'll make them nice and soft if you want super soft enchiladas. But I actually quite like having a bit of a crispy edge. So all that's going to get nice and melty. And let's see, we're going to bake this for just about 15 minutes. All the ingredients inside are already baked or cooked. So we're just going to warm it through and melt the cheese, and we'll show you what those look like in just a bit. Okay, for this one, it's going to be ultimate chicken spaghetti. I've got a big pot of water with salt in it heating up, and we're just going to cook 1 pound of pasta al dente. Just follow your instructions on your package. And this recipe and the other one I will link below so you can take a look at it. This one is actually the one that will tell you how to cook the chicken if you need further instructions on that. And I think we're going to do it a little bit different because I'm running out of space, as I got a whole bunch of things running through. See, I've got all the enchiladas over that way, and I've got the pigs in the blanket in there. They have 54 seconds, so we're going to try to get this going, and I'm going to pull out another pot so we can try to heat up some other things in the back burner all at the same time. Okay, I've just got this size pot in the back. It wants you to do this step in a large pot. This is not really a large pot to me, but we're going to heat up the other ingredients back here while we cook the pasta and try to get all this to wrap up about the same time. Okay, here is the little tiny kolache or pig in a blanket, and then sister just went through and made little bun shapes with the rest of the croissants, and the other ones are in there for another minute and a half because they were on the bottom rack and didn't brown up all the way. So those will be done soon, and then we'll be able to put our enchiladas in there. Okay, I moved this over here so you guys could see. We're going to start off with 1 can of Rotel or generic Rotel. And then we're going to add 2 cans of cream of mushroom soup. If you either don't like mushrooms or can't have mushrooms, cream of chicken would be a good substitute.
Want me to put the lid on?
Yes, baby. Thank you. She's over there. She's just got the cookies packed up in a foil pan that I've got from somewhere that actually came with a lid, and it was a more sturdy one, so I washed it out and kept it for situations just like this. Now I have a 16-ounce. Let's see what it's supposed to call for. Yeah, the 16-ounce of vanilla of Velveeta or generic Velveeta. I always just cube it up on the foil. Makes it quicker to melt And then I'm going to put this on the heat and start stirring it and not leave it. Okay, our pasta water has come up to a boil. So I'm going to go ahead and just get these going. And this recipe comes together really good. I've made chicken spaghetti before, but I've never made this one. And with the ingredients, I just can't see anything going wrong with it. And we're going to set our timer and get the pasta going as well. Okay, back there starting to bubble a good bit. So we're just going to keep stirring that guy up so nothing burns to the bottom and everything starts to melt. And we're going to go ahead and add our seasonings now. Oh, and we're going to add some cream cheese too. 4 ounces of cream cheese. This is an ingredient I don't think I've seen before in chicken spaghetti, and I thought it would make it extra creamy and indulgent and exactly what is needed, and this is a good comfort food. And I'm going to turn this down now so we don't burn it and just get these in the water good. And I am just watching my time on this pasta. I haven't taken a second to even set a timer. 1 teaspoon of garlic powder is going in. As well as 1 teaspoon of onion powder, give or take. And then we're going to stir that all together as well. And a lot of these things are, minus the cream cheese, are things that you can have on hand, shelf stable, and just throw it together real quick whenever needed, either for your own family or friends and loved ones. So I highly recommend doing that. I'm also going to include a bag of this Spanish rice and some refried beans for the enchiladas, and they're super quick to make. And we're going to prep this pan as well with some spray, same deal, and that's ready when we are. Okay, pasta is al dente. I'm just going to run over to the sink and drain it and return the pasta to the pan. Okay, this is where we're going to vary from the instructions a little bit. We are going to go ahead and add this sauce, which that is really hot, to this big pot instead of having to use 2 big pots. Sorry, I have no way to show y'all this angle. Tonight I did not take time to get things as set up as usual, and I hope y'all can understand that, because my goal is to get her taken care of and hopefully help you guys as well. We're just going to give that a little stir. If there's a few bits of cheese in there, it'll be fine and still melt through. Just keep stirring it. I'm trying not to let my spaghetti stick to the bottom because that burner was still hot. And we're just going to mix all that up like that. And then we're going to throw in this shredded chicken. And you can literally call it done like that. That would be just fine. But we are going to throw it in that pan, not just to bring it to her, but because we're going to top it as well. But we won't be finishing this one here. We're going to let her finish it, and I'll show you how I'm going to have that all ready for her as well. That is my timer for the enchiladas. So this came together in under 15 minutes. So let me get them out and show you what they look like. All right, there's her delicious enchiladas, and I'm going to actually set these on a rack so they can start cooling down for ease of transportation. Let's get this one. All finished up. We're just gonna dump it. Hopefully that handle ain't too hot. And we're gonna scrape out this pot and get everybody in there. Okay, so I am gonna taste test this just because I have never made this recipe, and you never wanna send anything out that you wouldn't eat yourself. That is really, really good. I think she's gonna really enjoy that. Nice hearty meal that fills bellies quickly. Don't have to think about it. Just make for a super easy, probably 2 or 3 nights worth of food. That was really, really good. I'm gonna have to make this for my family as well. We're gonna take about a cup of cheddar cheese. This is sharp cheddar, and just sprinkle it over the top. Ooh, and I need to turn that oven off because we are not baking this. We're just gonna let it cool down how it is. But ultimately, you would just bake this at 350 for 20 to 30 minutes until the cheese is melted and everything's warmed through. You could freeze this, then let it thaw the day before, and then just do the same steps, 350, 20 to 30 minutes. You can stick it in the fridge. But since she doesn't know that, I'll show you how I'm gonna let her know what to do to finish this off when she's ready for it. Okay, I have just got my heavy duty foil and covered it, and I don't know if y'all can see. I can't see what y'all can see. 350 to 20 to 30 minutes. And then I'm gonna also put or freeze for later and a big heart, because we are sending her all the love. So I got to drop off all the food yesterday and spend a few hours with my friend, and she's agreed to let me go into as much detail and let y'all know what happened. And this is very, very difficult. So I think I'll give y'all a little back story, or information if you will, about a rare condition called FoxG1. A little over 1,000 people have this in the world. That is 1 in 8 million odds. FoxG1 causes a wide range of debilitating symptoms like brain abnormalities, growth issues, developmental delays, movement disorders, seizures, and other symptoms. There is no cure for FoxG1. The oldest person with it is 29. There's very few adults that have this, and there's no known life expectancy. Treatment is supportive. It's a lifelong care and assistance with activities for day-to-day life. My friend Kim, who's also a colleague, who has the biggest sense of humor and the biggest heart ever, spends her days helping others with their problems. And every other moment in her day is spent taking care of her super sassy daughter named Bree, who was born with FoxG1. On Sunday, October 13th, 2024, Kim's world came crashing down when she had to race her daughter to the hospital who wasn't breathing. They couldn't revive her. This is the absolute worst thing ever that could happen to a parent. So much so that the English language doesn't even have a word for this. We have widow, we have widower, we have orphan. But there is literally no word to describe a hole so deep of the loss of a child. Kim's world is upside down. She's a single mom who could really use all the love and support she can possibly get at this time in her life. A GoFundMe has been set up for her to help her through what is probably going to be the most difficult time. I will include a link below if you feel it in your heart to help this sweet mama. Please do so. If everyone who watches this video can give at least $1, then I know she would be eternally grateful. I sure hope this video has helped you through any sort of difficult time you may be going through, or your friend or family, because we just don't talk about things like this. And I hope you can see that even feeding people helps them. Anything you can do to reduce the strain on their mind or the strain in their life, if you can help them financially, things like that, whatever you can do. And if we can talk about more, then this type of thing won't be so awkward for people. I know a lot of people don't know how to deal with this situation, and the more we help each other, the more people can come together and take care of those people who are in this kind of situation, who need us to step up and help them. And that's why I wanted to get this video out, because I want to get as much help as I can for her. There's no way she's going to be able to work for a few weeks at least. So that means no income. But the bills are still going to be knocking on her door. If you have people you can share this video to who might be interested in helping her too, please do so. Share the link, whatever you want to do. I know they're going to be updating it again. They got it put together real quick for me so I could get this video out, so I could reach as many people possible as quick as possible. So there's definitely a team effort going on. Bree had nurses who would help take care of her so mom could work. And once mom got home, mom was so dedicated to taking care of her every need. So I'm going to dedicate this video to our Princess Bree. All of your loyal subjects are going to miss you, sweet girl.